Why is there no sound? Hello everybody, welcome. The sound disappeared there for a second and it just came back immediately up. This is another Slay the Spire Ascension Mode Mini Series run. This is the Silent Ascension Mode level 5 as you can see. And we are trying our bestest of our bestest to make our way in the world, as they say. It hasn't been going too good. This is like my 5th attempt or something and I've like lost them all, and no matter how hard I try, nothing works. I've tried every single deck archetype. I had a discard deck, made it to the beyond. Guess which boss I encountered, guys? I'm just gonna give you one guess. Yep, you were right. So I was like, okay, that works. Then I went for a poison based deck with catalysts, and then guess which boss on the beyond I fought, guys? The Awaker one. Killed his first form, second form murdered me because I had no poison left. The other deck, I actually died on the first floor to the red elite mob man, the gremlin knob. Could not beat him. I died once to the Hex Ghost, and then I died once to the slime guy, because I split him and his 2 splits hit me for 18 damage each, and I only had like 30 something HP, so it literally one-shot me. So it hasn't been going too good, but let's jump into this one. Hope that maybe this is the lucky one. I've actually mentioned this in a previous run, and it is very interesting, but I'm actually in the party of Slay the Spire Ascension Mode runs are badly designed, and I'll tell you why. I'm not just being negative. I'm not just being a little baby. It's bad design. No. I have a legitimate reason behind this. So just hear me out. Right? So in Slay the Spire, usually what happens is you get a certain amount of card, a certain type of card. You take the card. You think, what is this card good in my deck? How is it going to interact with what I'm trying to do? Blah 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 blah. But then you get the alternative where you're like, oh, I can just do whatever the fuck I want, and I'm gonna win anyway because I'm really good at the game. That's what I feel Slay the Spire / any game should aspire to be. But I find with this specific type of situation, I do find that you can't actually beat the system. You know what I mean? I'm gonna move it to Dependence there. You can't actually beat the system. You kind of just have to like almost hope you get very, very, very lucky. And if you get very lucky, you find yourself in a good place. You're like, yeah, I got very lucky. I'm in a great place. If you don't get very lucky, you're like, oh crap, now what? So I did immediately buy the shop thing there instead of the relic, the other relic, which most people would have taken. I'm thinking, if I had to guess, I mean, I would have usually taken it, but I knew that I didn't need to. So I bought the MasterCard because I'm hoping that the MasterCard's gonna pay for itself in the future, you know, other rooms or other areas rather, where I'm going to get stuff for cheap, stuff on the cheap from the shop. So that's the hope. So I'm buying it now to kind of invest in the future of this one. So I'm gonna go for Bouncing Flask right off the bat, and I'm also going to choose to immediately upgrade Bouncing Flask, and that's a debatable play because it's a 2 energy card, and I don't really have any energy creation right now, but it might work out. I'm actually gonna concentrate here, and I'm gonna end my turn. And next turn, oh no, it gives me turn energy now. I always misunderstand how that works. That's okay. Bouncing Flask time. He's gonna wake up anyway. That's why I'm gonna go for the damage plays here, because he's literally gonna wake up. There's nothing we can do about it. So I might as well get as much damage as I can get in. You know, get in while the getting in is good. Does that make sense? I don't know if that actually makes sense, but if it does make sense, there you go, guys. Get in while the getting in is good. Now, I have no 0 crossing block, so even if I use Gambler's Brew, I'm not going to get anything. So I'm just going to take the 4. I'm not going to use the block potion because I might need it for next turn. It might be more valuable next turn, so I think you do Bouncing Flask here, and then you block it and you use the block potion. Let's try and mitigate that damage because he's basically dead next turn since he's not attacking. Yeah, I had a feeling he was dead, so I wasn't too worried about it. So it worked out great. That was a very good elite fight for us. Anchor's huge. Catalyst is huge. So we got a poison based run right off the bat. Very lucky. I'll be fighting the Guardian. That's even better. Makes me even more happy. So this does no damage. Never mind. I was going to do that, but then I realized it's not dash, that is leg sweep. They're 2 of the same cards, but they're not anything like each other. So a little bit of a free one of those, a little bit of one of these, and then some of this. Beautiful, beautiful. So I'm like right off the bat in a great place, as you can tell. You know, like, why do we have so many Bouncing Flasks? I did not take 2 Bouncing Flasks. Where the fridge did that second Bouncing Flask come from? Excuse me? Distraction was a Bouncing Flask. Okay. You get noxious fumes, you see noxious fumes, you see the game is like looking at you, it's looking in your eyes and it's telling you, listen, this is a poison based deck. You have the poison, go for poison. Now this is the guy who ended my entire run last time I did this. So I'm gonna go super hard here and hope that one of these 6 cards are Jaws Catalyst. Very lucky. That's huge, by the way. That's huge. That's basically a 3-turn clock we just put him on, and that's absolutely astoundingly amazing. So we're gonna take 6. It sucks. That's what it is, but I'm fine with that. Looking into this, I'm like, okay, obviously I should have blocked, but I mean, I didn't do the math, so that's what you get for not doing the math, guys. You take a little bit of damage. Happy Flower's great. I don't want any of these though. So I'm very, 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 very happy where we are right now. I feel like I was kind of blessed with our situation. We got very lucky. I should not expect that too often. I should keep that in mind. I'm going to upgrade Distraction to make it free here because I think that's the right play. And we literally just got 3 card upgrades in a freaking row, which was ridiculous. I'm gonna upgrade Dash instead, even though the leg sweep might be kind of better. I'm gonna still upgrade the Dash though. And the reason I'm doing that is simply because I think that's the better play. But you know, as I've mentioned many times before, I might not be the best gamer there ever was in the world. I know it's very hard to believe for you guys watching, but the honest truth is that there are actual people out there that are slightly better than me in this game. I know, right? You refuse. You're looking at me right now. You're like, JayRPGaming, I do not believe you for 1 second. I want to see proof. I want to see video, edited footage that shows that other people are better than you. Well, I'm not gonna, because I want you to believe. I want you to keep your opinion on me as high as possible. That I am the world's greatest gamer you've ever met or seen in your whole life. So I'm not going to tell you about the other gamers who are just strictly better than me. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use this and pray for something good. It was Bullet Time. Bullet Time is actually kind of great. So we're going to go for like a stack, a strike, a bouncing flask. And I am going to triple this poison right off the bat. Now usually, as I mentioned many times before, you might want to wait a turn or 2 before you do that. But I looked into my heart. I don't need to even, I just block here. I don't need to attack. Like, I'm never going to get through his defense, so whatever. So I would love to perfect this game if you could be so generous, please. The game has been very generous right now. Been super generous right now, game. I'm very appreciative of your generosity. He's on 1. Dude, I've got bad news for you, dude. Really bad. Yeah, you are literally dead. All I need to do is just do this. Do this. Then do this. Then my turn. We just perfected the Guardian on an Ascension Mode 5 run. I just want to point that out. As I said, I'm feeling very good about this Alchemize. I love it. I will take it. Now, Wristblade, my boy. Usually I'm all about your life, but I'm not going to be right left. I'm actually going to take Valve Choker, by the way. And now I know every single one of you looking at me like, this fool! He did it again. He always complains about Valkyrie. Every time he's like, Velvet Choker has lost millions of runs. And I'm never taking it again. He says it every time. I know that's what every one of you guys are thinking. And then you're thinking, but he took it anyway. Well, you're not wrong. Velvet Choker has ruined many runs before in the past. But I believe this one time, this one singular time, that Velvet Choker was meant to be. And we will have to find out. He's literally dead. But I'm just going to do something for lols. Check this out. For lols. For effing lols. And then, you know what? For extra lols? Extra lols. Boom. 864 damage. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. So I don't want any of these. So moving along. Continue. Purple flag. Ooh, we gotta get rid of a free card. This is super good for us. I'm gonna get rid of a single strike and move along. Okay, shop or monster first and then shop. I'm gonna go shop because there's a question mark after that. I prefer question marks in these ones. Blue Candle, very tempting. Art of War, even more tempting. Art of War as the guarantee. Now, Blue Candle, I am super tempted to take, and I'll tell you why. Because if a curse should show up that we cannot get rid of, Blue Candle will be super big for us. I'm going to take Blue Candle. The Blue Candle take, I just want to point out, I understand it's an investment in my future. I get it. It's a 100% investment. I'm investing in my future. I'm not saying it's the right play. What I'm saying is I'm going to invest in my future. So now I'm very tempted to fight many elites. Yeah, you want it, actually, you know what? You want 16 gold? Enjoy your 16 gold. Goodbye. Now this fight is scary. This is a scary fight. This fight, a very scary fight. And I'll tell you why it's a scary fight. Because these buddies are very strong and annoying. I mean, this isn't lethality. This isn't a lethality daily. So technically speaking, I'm in a really fine place. I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna go for, actually, do this. Ooh, burst this, baby. We're gonna get that poison. We're gonna get that poison splitting up. Get that poison. Okay, so we got one card play left. I'm going to choose to alchemize, and then I'm gonna get my turn in it because of Velvet Choker. Now I did mention that I didn't like. Oh, I don't care about Velvet Choker. Velvet Choker is not gonna affect me, and then Velvet Choker literally affected me immediately. Now I know that's what a lot of you guys are gonna say. You're gonna be like, you fool. So one is down. No, stop bouncing him. Stop bouncing him. Bounce the other guys. There we go. Middle guy. No, middle. What part about the middle guy does he not understand? And so we can't knock the middle guy down. Is there any way to kill the middle guy? I don't want to take the damage. I'm going to pop this potion. Even though it's not worth it, I just really don't want to take that damage. So he's already dead. He's already dead. They are all dead. It's beautiful. It's amazing. We're in an okay place right now. I mean, that is poison. And I'm going to need poison for the upcoming boss fight. So I'm actually going to take it. Oh, 2 elites or 2 card upgrades and then elite. I'm going to go 2 card upgrades and elite because I will feel a lot more comfortable knowing that. And I'm actually making a very big mistake. I'm making everything cost 0, which is really good. Don't misunderstand. Making everything cost 0 is like, oh yeah, baby. You made everything cost 0. You're in a good place. But the reason it's bad is simply because we actually can't play that many cards. So what's the point of making all the cards 0 if I can't play the freaking cards in the first place? No. I'm points debut. Yeah, that's fine. Because Velvet Choker, you know? Velvet Choker, that guy, that card that I said, oh, I don't care about this card. There's no way this card's going to negatively affect me. And it literally has just 100% negatively affected me since. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Now, there's many choices we have to make now as the Slay the Spire gamer. We have to make the choice of, are we going to fight the scary elites that are coming up? Or are we going to ignore these scary elites? Ooh, Bane is my boy, baby. When you have a box of poison, Bane becomes your boy. But we don't have a venom, so I don't care about it too much. Passing it up because I'm making an executive decision. I'm going to go for the upgrade on the leg sweep. More weakness and more block. It could be very useful, especially coming up against this boss we are coming up against. Give me something amazing. Murky Hourglass. That's not it. That was not it. So we got 3 card upgrades here. I actually did not realize it was that many card upgrades. I'm actually going to upgrade Survivor here. 11 blocks feels really good. And shop elite, no shop. So we are going to commit to fighting this next elite. I'm gambling, boys. I'm gambling with this run, this Destiny run where we have a super good Destiny run. And I'm like, you know what I'm going to do with this super good Destiny run? I'm going to gamble it. So I don't need to pop that. What am I thinking? I don't need to pop that either. I don't need to pop any of this. Okay. Pop this. Pop this. Pop this. That's 2 cards popped. Pop leg sweep here. Strike here. I'm gonna backflip, hope for. Yeah, it's better than what we got. Adrenaline. But yeah, Velvet Choker, guys. Not that any of you saw this coming. I know you didn't, so don't even try and pretend you did. But Velvet Choker is kind of fucking me, man. Ironically, Velvet Choker is kind of fucking me. So, you know, it is what it is. This is so awkward, right? Because I want to use the Alchemized Potion to see what I get, but at the same time, I don't want to I don't want to, you know what, I'm gonna weaken this motherfucker. I'm gonna use it. Okay, what's the energy card? That might be good. That might be good. Give me another bouncing blast. That might be good. Depending on what we get, that could be good. So we got no damage incoming. That's actually pretty good. So I'm gonna start with the Adrenaline. Draws me 2 cards. It's 1 card play. I'm gonna go bouncing. 1. I'm gonna go bouncing. That's 3 cards played. I'm going to use a strike and a little bit of one of these and a beautiful. And I'm going to call it a beautiful. So I think we've used the triple poison already. So there is no more triple poison available, guys. In case you guys weren't paying attention, there is no more triple poison is available. But it don't matter because he's dead. So I'm feeling super confident right this run right now. Strength potion I do not care about. Escape plan I also do not care about. So I don't want none of these. Okay, this elite fight, this is the scary one. This is where things go either amazingly well and we win, or things go amazingly bad and we lose. I'm gonna start off by killing you, and I'm gonna kill. Ooh, energy card. I actually didn't realize I ran out of energy so quickly. I need you to die. I'm gonna alchemize. It's a steroid potion. It's not what I wanted, but it's okay. We killed one. We haven't taken any damage. Accuracy, we don't want any of these game. What are you talking about? So now we're gonna get bouncing flask game. I know you're gonna give it to me. You didn't give it to me. It's okay. It's okay. I won't get angry. No one is. I really need bouncing flask to show up before this happened, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Backflip. It's 1 card. That's 2 card. That's 3 card. That's 4 card. That's 5 card. And might as well do a bouncing flask, see if we get any lucky bounces. Okay, so how much damage are we taking? 10, 22. I don't care about 1 fucking... You think I care about 1? If you think I care about 1 damage, you do not understand what this run is about. You do not understand what this run is about. We have much bigger fish to fry today. So I'm actually going to try and take you out. I'm not going to use a catalyst for it though. I think that's fine. Ooh, adrenaline, yes. So you are going to die soon. He is not rallying, he's buffing, which is actually really good. Except for the fact that he's doing 1 billion damage. Other than that, it's really good. So that's right off the bat really good for us. I'm also going to use this. That's 2 cards played. That's 3 cards played. 4 cards played. 5 cards played. 20 billion damage. Block potion time. There comes a time in a man's life when he has to block potion, and that was that time, so I'm doing it. Beautiful. 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 A little bit of poison, a little bit of dash, a little bit of slash, a little blur, moving along. Give me a backstab, it feels very sexy. That was a pretty good fight. We only took like 10 damage in that whole fight or something. Probably less than 10, but luckily for us all, as I've mentioned in my YouTube videos before, I cannot count. And thank God I am stupid is my catchphrase according to one of my viewers. So that's what it's going to be, guys. That's what it's going to be. Now, Caltrops. Caltrops feels a little bit tempting, you know. Mr. What's-His-Face hits himself quite a lot on us. 5 extra damage. You never know that 5 Caltrops damage could be the clincher. Ooh, Sucker Punch is also tempting. Keep him weakened, but I think our weakened's fine. I think because Caltrops are power, I'm going to take it. Ooh, why did it have to be Snake Boy? Why did it have to be Snake? It could have been anyone except for Snake Boy and I would have been fine. So how much damage is that? Okay, actually that's kind of good. And Caltrops is going to come in handy for us right away. Right away against Snake Boy. Snake Boy, why are you attacking again, dude? Aren't you supposed to... What's someone called at me? I'm going to pop that. Pop that. Pop that. Pop that. Pop that. Pop that. Sweet. Give me Corpus Explosion, I guess. So he's literally dead next turn. We're taking no damage. We got 3 potions. That's all that really matters. I'm going to leg sweep for lulls and strike for lulls in my turn. And I'm going to take a Wraith Form. Beautiful. Now all we need to do is just make our way through the second floor boss. If we can somehow get through the second floor boss, I believe in this run. I believe in this run. I'm going to choose to upgrade Caltrops. Even though resting for that extra 13 HP, you never know. You never know. That could be the clincher. It could have been the clincher. But we won't know for now. So I'm going to start off by playing Backflip right away. It wasn't good. Okay. Noxious Tombs this. I'm going to play this. I'm going to hold off on the skill card, I think. I think a normal... pop this. You know what? Skill card. You might be very useful for us if we get the right kind of thing. Got to Alchemize. Didn't really work out. kind of didn't matter at all for us. So it literally didn't matter at all for us. Ooh, Terra is probably the right choice. So 18 incoming damage. That's a big amount of damage right off the bat. I think you do start with a little bit of one of these, a little bit of one of these, one of those. That's 3 cards played. Let's keep this in mind. Distraction. Not what I wanted. Play one of these. Leg sweep is beautiful. You're not going to have a perfect here. Not even close. But... oh, this is interesting. I think I'm going to play Phantasmal Image for the next turn. Because his block is going to go away, right? Ooh, probably give me 1,000 cuts. Because I don't have a... what's it called? So... because I'm hoping for big damage this turn. We didn't get big damage this turn, unfortunately. We got a little bit unlucky. We actually got, not even a little bit, we actually got like extremely unlucky there. Give me another 1,000 cuts, I guess. So he's got 10 of this Metallicized now. That's so unlucky. I've never actually seen you play 10 of these Metallicizers before. I'm gonna pop this right away. And then dash down. Because we're not getting through his armor right now. Suck punch time to start getting more weakened, I guess. So we gotta be careful about how many cards we add to the deck here, obviously. There's our Bouncing Flask, finally. I'm gonna go for the strike damage here. I'm gonna go for legs, so just keep him weakened for infinity. Tool trade's good. Right now we're just gonna take every power we see, and that's about it. And we just play all the powers, and then what will happen is eventually this good sir will like run out of powers, and I won't, you know? Does that make sense? Another Catalyst is huge. Look, he's going to buff himself. It's just how it is, and we need to accept that. And when that happens, we're going to be a black... did I use my other Catalyst already? No, I didn't. Is this the turn where you buff yourself, my good sir? I don't know. I would love to know. If I could have drawn a card there, he was already dead, and that would have been huge. So he's going to take all the negative debuffs off, and he's going to heal himself too. No, he just doesn't heal himself. We are actually basically dead. Well, I think now you want to get rid of Catalyst because we're not going to need it for now. We obviously want to weaken this guy. I think that's the utmost importance. And then you go for defense, defense, defense. A little bit of tool trade, I guess. And you do a little bit of this. So we're not dead yet. Actually, we can still play now neutrals just for funsies. Why not? We're not dead yet, but we're probably dead soon. So we want to be a little bit careful from this point on. Yeah, one more attack and we're dead. And that's actually lethal right there. I'm going to get rid of this defense card. And this defense card. Okay. We have 4 energy. How do you want to play this? Well, I think you pop the steroids now. Actually, I think you do that and a Bouncing Flask. Because I think the poison is going to do more for us in the long run. I don't want any of these. I want Catalyst to show up again so we can win this. The only way we win this is if Catalyst shows up. But Catalyst, he's been a little bit of a fucker. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting over here, he's like, I'm not showing up. I refuse to show up. You can't make me show up, game. And I mean, technically you are right. Am I dead? I'm not dead yet. Not dead yet, but super close. So he will die and we will live. And there's finally the Catalyst. Thank goodness you finally showed up, Mr. Catalyst. I saved you for the entire human race of this game, but please in the future try and show up a little bit earlier if you don't mind. He's on 1 HP, are you kidding me? Oh, we made it through. We are very low on HP, so the next floor is going to be super hard. I don't want any of these skip cards. Please, you can no longer rest the rest sides. No. Astrolabe, get rid of 3 cards. Transform 3 cards. I'm going to Astrolabe, and I'm going to do something super crazy. I'm going to transform all the strikes. Okay, we got a potion, and calculated attack, and something else. Calculated gamble. So maybe not the best play. Maybe not the best play. I'll be the first to admit. So we don't want to fight any elites. And there is a beautiful path that goes all the way to the end of this without fighting any elites. So shops are good because shops are guaranteed no encounters. So I'm going to take the shop route. But we don't have a lot of money. So shop routes aren't that good. Now remember, 6 cards is our limit. So pop an Alchemize. Pop a Strength Potion. Pop a Distraction. Pop a Phantasmal Killer. Pop a String. And pop a Calculator Gamble. We can play 1 more card. I think you do this. Even though Cultrips was very tempting, I think you do that. Now we don't have any attacks in this deck, so Phantasmal Killer is really bad. So if I can remove Phantasmal Killer, which I don't even know when I got that card, by the way. We just keep getting off Distraction. We don't actually own a Phantasmal Killer. Well, that's ironic. Okay, let's just take out one. And we can block at least some damage. We took a lot there. That was a big deal, actually. That was a very big deal, actually. Ooh, Dada is perfect. Dada is actually so perfect for us. Beautiful card to get at that exact time. So I'm going to pop the Alchemize right off the bat. Pop the Steroids right off the bat. Excuse me. Going to pop the Dada die. And I'm going to end this fight finally. Very bad fight for us. We took way too much damage. Who's our boss? We didn't even look. Our boss was Donan Decker. Of course it's Donan Decker game. Because you looked at my run and you said, oh, you're running a poison based deck, I see. Have you ever met our friends Ledonu and Ledeku? If you haven't, here you go. Card removal. Card removal. Is there anything we want to remove from this deck? I mean, base defense at this point, right? Well, let's just look at our deck quickly, right? So, straight up off the bat, we have 4 exhausting cards. And powers, we have 2 powers. So, 3 exhausting cards and 2 powers. It's 15 card deck. Backflip is defense, all out attack, damage. We've got 4 damage creation cards and the rest are defensive cards. So if we remove a basic defend, we'll still have defense, which will be good. Actually, Sadistic Nature could be super good. Sadistic Nature could be super good because we do quite a lot of poison damage. So I'm going to take Sadistic Nature. I'm going to hope that I made the right choice. I will never know until the end of my life, but maybe, just maybe, it was actually the right choice. This is beautiful, by the way. Exactly 6 cards played, all 6 of them are correct. I'm supposed to be very careful what cards I decide to add to my deck, because as you see, quite often, I do add cards that aren't always the greatest cards for us. So now, I'm going to pop one of these, but only one. I'm going to pop both. I'm going to pop both instead. I think popping both is a better choice here. I don't have heal like I do on our boy the Ironclad, so I'm not going to be able to get HP back. I'm starting to like really fall in love with more defensive cards because of the fact that we're fighting Donan Decker. But I'm gonna skip there for now, see how it goes. So this is pretty much the exact fight we were trying to avoid, so it's kind of good that we got it this early. Why? I hate it when distraction gives you a distraction, because I can't play them both. This is the one deck I can't play both distractions in game, and you're making it happen, which is, you know, maybe well done. Maybe you're doing very well with that. I don't know. So we have exactly 15 cards on our deck right now because of 2 days. So in 2 turns, if we get lucky, we could find ourselves in a good place. Alchemize, you better give me the world's greatest thing. You did not. So we're about to tank 8 billion damage, depending on how lucky we get with the bounces. Oh, we didn't even need to get lucky with the bounces because we got lucky on something completely different. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you. So we will take 6 and we'll get failed, which means we're going to take 22 damage next turn. Obviously, 22 damage is an amount of damage that I do not appreciate at all in my life. So I'm a little bit upset by it. I'm going to start by popping this here, popping this here, popping that there, making this happen here, popping that there, and then going for this, popping that like that, and then popping this like this to get rid of him so he doesn't put days in. So we're all going to take a little bit of damage. It's okay. It's part of the system, you know. There's a system, and the system requires us to take a little bit of damage. It's okay. Shop or question mark. Question marks and guarantee delete. We don't want to guarantee delete. I mean, decks for 17 gold. It's exactly what I need in my deck. So I'm going to take it. And backflip's also kind of good, but I think I'm going to pass it. I'm going to take a speed potion. It will be the first time I've ever bought a speed potion, but we have to see if it pays off. So right off the bat, you go boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. There we go. Burst me, baby. burst me, burst me. I would have really liked the burst in this deck actually. Now that I think about it. Like I'm looking at it, I'm looking at it, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I would have loved the burst. Boom, boom. You guys are doing heavy damage. Heavy damage. You guys are doing so much damage, it's insane. But it is what it is. We only took 1. That's pretty insane. The fact that we can actually do that means we're in a good place. I'm gonna pop this, and I'm gonna pop this, and I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna pop this. I'm gonna pop that, and then I'm gonna pop that, and I'm gonna end my turn, and they're all dead. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, I'm still very worried. Don't misunderstand. Dono and Deku are the exact guys that will destroy me and any chance I had at winning this run. So I'm very scared. I'm not like confident here. 23 gold. Hey, it's all these super cheap cards. Is this because I have so little money that the cards are automatically cheaper? Because some of these are really cheap, game. Really cheap. I mean, I'm not buying excuse me, any of those this time, but they were still both so freaking cheap, you know. Omamori, a thing I literally can't do anything with right now, so half FU game and also half not FU game, you know what I mean? A little bit of a double FU action. Give me this, give me the world's greatest thing. You gave me last night, it's fine. Give me the world's greatest thing. You gave me thorns, it's fine. Give me the world's greatest thing. I can't even play because I ran out of cards. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, but maybe Velvet Choker, maybe, just maybe, Velvet Choker was a problematic card for me. That is a lot. Why are you doing so much damage, dude? 30 damage? Seriously? You literally almost took. You literally took half my fucking HP gauge off, you fool. Okay, I just want to point out that what's him call it, our boy Key, he's not showing up. Our bouncing floss is kind of not showing up, guys. He's kind of not showing up, and our entire strat might potentially revolve around him. I'm not gonna lie. There's a good chance that, as a fool that I am, I might have potentially built my entire deck around 1 card. If I did, you're not allowed to judge me. So I'll be very interested to see how this Donut Deco fight goes. I get a feeling I'm gonna make a Donut Deco and die, and that also does mean that none of you are gonna even see this run, which is much more painful because it's a very long one so far today. Today's a much longer one than normal, but you never know. Maybe this is the one we win. It could happen. It's happened before. Do I have any alchemize left? I do not. So there's literally no reason to try for an alchemize, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. Boom. 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 Velvet Choker. You fool. You fool taking a Velvet Choker. On an Ascension Mode 5 one, you took Velvet Choker, you crazy man. Some people think I'm crazy. Other people think I'm a genius. Just heal me to full, please. Or not to full, but very close, because I'm not going to take any damage anyway. That works out pretty good. So we got our boy, what's his face? Bouncing Floss right off the bat, which is good. But we have to take out Explosion Boy first, which is way more important. Pop Energy Potion. We can play 3 cards, so this works out great. Blip, hit the front guy, hit the front guy, hit the front guy. I just want to point out that not one of you motherfuckers hit the front guy. I'm not taking any damage anyway, but still, one of you, just one of you could have hit the front guy. Just one. So, what do I need to win this run? Well, if I'm being 100% honest with you, literally all I actually need to win this run is an Adrenaline would be good, but like, basically another Dex card, 1 or 2 more Dex cards that I can just go like Dex, and then I will do really well. Oh, I misplayed that. That's a big misplay. That misplay could cost me the whole run, actually. That's a very, very big misplay on my side. That could potentially cost me heavily. That is so stupid. That's such a stupid misplay, because it's a completely unnecessary misplay. That's the big thing. It's unnecessary. I didn't have to take damage there. I mean, I don't really have anything else I want to upgrade in this deck, right? Like, the footworks basically is all I want to upgrade. So I'm gonna rest here. Then I'll see how the next fight goes, and I might upgrade the last card there, depending on if we can get through this not taking that much damage. It should be though, because we go like this, we go like this, and then we go like this. Yeah, it works out great. we didn't get any poison. I'm gonna be the first to point that out. The poison did not come. We waited and waited and waited, and the poison just never came. I was like, excuse me, game. I thought this was the poison city, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. The game was like, wrong game, motherfucker. I was like, fine. I messed up again. I can't get the poison a second time, so no poison again. This guy keeps summoning, and we'll just never get poison done, and then we'll find ourselves in an awkward position where we don't actually get poison, and then I choose to blame you guys instead of myself, because obviously it's not my fault. How could it ever be my fault, you know? So just take this fool out. I don't know what I'm supposed to nightmare defend, I guess. I was fucking... Sometimes I look at myself and I think to myself, you are a freaking retard, my friend. Hey, Noxious Fumes finally shut up, so a little bit of poison action's finally gonna happen. Feels good. We get our turn ended for us. He summons some more people. It's good. We go Sadistic Nature. We go Backflip. We go Noxious Fumes. The Dagger Throw. We go Blade Dance. We go just like this. And our turn ends for us. But now where we are ahead of the curve is we've got one poison, baby. We got that one poison. I know what all of you are going to say. What is that one poison going to help you? Wow. Let me tell you. It's exactly what we need to win the run. Look at this. Look at this. It's just working out perfectly. I took no damage. This guy's gonna die. We're gonna be on full HP. We're gonna be able to upgrade that Dex card before the next round. Excuse me. It just worked out exactly how we needed it to work out. Now, of course, there's the... Ooh, you know what card is actually the card we need? There's one very specific card I really, really need. I didn't get it. Okay. It was Corpse Explosion. Corpse Explosion would have won us this entire run. I think, you know what, skip all those. I think our deck is fine as is, and I do not need to upgrade anything. I'm going to upgrade Footworks instead of the Sadistic Nature, even though Sadistic Nature is probably damaged in the future, but it's fine. I'm going to pop both of these right off the bat. Right off the bat. Do this. Do this. Go for that. Go for Distraction. So Reflex. Go like this. Go like this. Our turn ends for us. We take 0 damage. Piercing Rail is beautiful. Okay, so 2 of the little artifacts are gone. Hopefully. Beautiful. So we need to think a little bit here. Alchemize me. Thorns me. Dodge and roll me. Leg sweep you. And then do this. So we're taking a little bit of damage here. That's fine. We're taking a little bit of damage here. Give me another Footworks. Oh, so good. Okay, we took a tiny bit of damage there, but the poison has arisen from the grave. Like a man with a plan. And that plan is victory. Die is good. But I mean, I'm splitting up my damage way too much, which is obviously really bad because we will lose the damage race eventually. But I go for like a little bit of Caltrops, a little bit of Footworks, a little bit of Footworks, a little bit of Backflip action, and then a little bit of Piercing Rail action. We find ourselves in a good place. Find ourselves in an amazing place, even. Off the amusement. So the poison's gonna grow, baby. The poison's gonna grow. It's gonna do its thing. Eventually, it will take a while. Do not misunderstand. I understand that it's gonna take a very long time. I'm actually gonna calculate here, even for one. Just for one. It's a dodge and roll. It's better. And I'm not gonna pop the region just yet. I'm gonna hold off on the region just a little longer. Just a little longer. The poison's growing, baby. The poison is growing, and that's what matters. The poison keeps growing, which we care about. It's really good. Okay, so block-wise, we're really good. So now we need to triple poison. I'm going to triple on Deca, because Deca has got more HP right now. And give me an Alchemize, it's really good. Okay, so we actually are in a very good place right now. Very good. We haven't taken any damage. We are dealing a lot of damage. We're alchemizing it up for days. We got an explosion potion straight away. I'm not even going to wait a turn. Beautiful. Beautiful. And you know what's actually winning us this fight? And I'm going to be the first to admit it. It's Caltrops. I said I'm not going to take Caltrops, and now look at this. Caltrops coming out of the clutch place for us. Boom, shakalaka, done, baby. It's easy. I wasn't worried for a second. I know, you were all worried for a second. I don't blame you. It was a scary fight. But we made this one work. I don't know how we made this. Basically at full HP against Stone and Deca. Oh my god, Poison deck run against Donor and Deco wins. Can you guys believe it? Can you believe it? How did this deck win? It's like it was such a crappy deck. Ascension Mode level 6 unlocked. Proceed. Thank you. Another Ascension Mode done. We are doing pretty good right now. Having a great time. Just go to statistics, go to run history. This is our next Ascension Mode run, you know. A lot of upgraded cards. I think the upgrading of the cards is what really did it for us. I focus heavily on upgrading cards in these Ascension Mode runs, like really heavily, and I don't take a lot of cards either, which I think makes a big difference. But the Alchemizers were clutch, the Cultures was clutch, the Noxious Fumes were obviously good, the Bouncing Flask and the Catalysts were good. I think what really did it for us was the dash and the leg sweeps, because we were basically drawing one a turn, and they both cost 2 energy, and we just found ourselves in a position where we were like, leg sweep, take no damage, dash, do all damage, and usually take no damage. So with our amount of weakness we're doing and the amount of block we're getting from the leg sweeps alone, that really put us in good positions. But that's another Ascension Mode victory. I'm a little bit surprised this one won. I really didn't know if this one was going to win. This was a little bit more on the trickiest side for me personally, if this one was going to win or not. So I'm very happy that we got a win on the Ascension Mode 1. That means Ascension Mode level 5 is done. We got to head to Ascension Mode level 6 on the Sun. But first, we got to do Ascension Mode level 5 on the defect, which will be coming up next. Thanks for watching, guys.